What's good everyone, it's Smudger here. Let's talk about the RAAL MG. This thing hits like a ton of bricks, but it is incredibly slow firing. I think this is what I use for the most part. You don't need to do too much to affect the damage on it because it just shreds people in a couple of bullets. It was mostly for recoil control. I probably could have prioritized mobility a bit better because it is incredibly slow to run with, but I didn't. I mainly went for recoil control. It's just so powerful. You probably won't win any 50-50s because the enemy will be able to get 10 bullets off by the time you've got one off. But if you see them first, they really don't stand a chance. As always, perk 1 was Battle Hardened and Bomb Squad, perk 2 was Fast Hands, and perk 3 I ran Ghost because this was before the clips came out that Ghost doesn't actually work. If that is the case, I'd run Quick Fix until Ghost gets fixed or something else happens to it. On to the challenges themselves. As always, we're starting with 50 kills, nothing to worry about, completely organic. I think around level 10 or 11 you unlock 15 kills from behind. The good news is that this is unlocked pretty early on. The gun itself levels up to about 28-29 levels, which means it gives you plenty of time to get these kills without having to think about it too much, without having to stress about it. The best advice I can give is make sure you have Dead Silence equipped. It allows you to get in behind enemies. Otherwise, they're just going to hear you and your clunky footsteps way before you have a chance. Similarly, if you're playing something like Headquarters or Hardpoint, enemies will often kind of tunnel vision towards an objective and they'll run past you without even realising you're there, which makes it a lot easier. There's a lot more going on, a lot more to focus on than something like Kill Confirmed. And it just makes it a bit easier to get in behind enemies where spawns are shifting a lot more readily. I think at around level 18 or 19 you unlock 20 kills while mounted, exactly what it says on the tin. If you're struggling, take a deployable cover. It gives you a movable surface to mount your weapon on. It can be done completely easily without it, but if you are struggling, just take a deployable cover, find yourself a nice little spot, pop it up and you're good to go. Around level 27 you unlock 10 hipfire kills. For this I took off a silencer, I think it might have been, or maybe the barrel, and put on a laser. It was doable. Like I said, once you hit those first couple of shots, the enemy's as good as dead, but it fires so slowly that in order to be up close to an enemy you sort of have to play a bit slower and get yourself in behind them before you even start shooting, because it shoots so slow that if you add that with the lack of accuracy that comes with hipfire kills, you're really going to start to struggle. And so playing the objective, so playing a hard point and tucking yourself away in a corner of a hard point was a really good way to do it, because enemies bust through a door and they're so focused on trying to find whoever's in the hard point that they almost always miss you in the corner and you can just start spraying. And like I said, you only need 2 or 3 bullets for this gun to absolutely shred someone. So as long as you get those first shots off and they're somewhat in the direction of the enemy, you should be good to go. When that is all done, you do of course unlock the gold camo challenge, which like always is 3 kills without dying 10 times. Definitely play a lot slower with this gun. It's definitely made for range over anything else. You want nice long lines of sight, sort of open spaces where enemies can't get to cover. Tarak is a great map for it because there's so much just open sand that enemies cannot get away from it, and once you start firing it is incredibly difficult to avoid this gun. As far as game modes go, I say this in like every video, I think that Hardpoint and Headquarters and Domination are the best for this challenge just because it forces people to move around the map, not sit in their little hidey holes and pretend that their left stick on their controller is broken for 10 minutes. But I'm sure everyone has their personal preference. Some people prefer third person mode, some people prefer ground war. It's entirely up to you. I think objective based modes are the best. When all that is done, you'll have unlocked gold camo for the RAAL MG. Super slow firing gun, but it hits like a truck. Any other questions, queries, concerns, drop a comment. I'll do my best to help. And as always, I hope you have a good day and I'll see you next time. Bye.